Salam alaikum, alaikum salam, con los buenos días to all. How you guys doing? Kind of cold here in Philly. About 46 degrees already this morning. This weather's crazy. It goes up, it goes down. From beautiful days to cold days, but it ain't that cold. I'm used to New York weather, so this Philly doesn't get any, not close to New York's freezing weather, and it's still early anyway. But anyway, I want to talk to you guys today about a fruit, because it's considered a fruit that is called, well, that some call Seso de Vegetal. Also, some people consider it a flower. They say it's a flower also. You know, so it depends where you are from. The names change and they call it differently. A lot of people know it as Ackee. Not Ackee like in a Spanish form saying here, but Ackee. They know it by that name. Some, you know, even in the Caribbeans, there are places like in Jamaica and stuff like that, they eat this fruit, but they don't, it cannot be eaten without it opening. If you look at the fruit, it's closed, it's sealed. It has almost like a orange complexion to it, and it's actually poisonous. Is that when it's closed, it's actually poisonous. You can't eat that like that. You know, you have to wait for it to ripen up and for the fruit to open. And once it opens, you'll see it'll have these dark seeds in there that you don't eat. You take the seeds out and you take the white part of it out and you cook it. And when you cook it, it turns into like a yellowish color, and it actually looks like scrambled eggs, like eggs. If you do scramble, and especially if you put it in rice and stuff and you put a lot of it, it kind of looks like scrambled eggs in the rice. Why am I speaking about Seso Vegetal? Well, Seso Vegetal is used in a lot of, well, not in a lot, but in some of the Afro-Cuban traditions, and I would say practically mostly in all, is used for different things. Some people use them to do herogations with them, with that fruit. When you look at that fruit closely and you take it out, it kind of represents and it looks like a brain. A brain, the two sides of the brain connected. When you look at it, it looks like a brain. It even has little markings on it that kind of looks like a brain. And in some Afro-Cuban traditions, they use that to do herogations, and other traditions also use it too, to do herogations and to use it for other things. Remember what I said, when it's sealed, it's poisonous. When it's opened, that's when you take it out and you have to cook it. You can't eat it like that. Some people like the taste, some people don't like the taste of it. But this is a fruit and also considered a flower, because when it opens up, it looks like a flower. You know, so they consider it a flower also. They use the beigeish white part in there to do different things with it, including herogations. A lot of practitioners say that this fruit you could use this fruit for people that have problems with sleep. You know, they can't sleep too well. You can use this fruit for on people that have mental disorders, you know, and this sort of problem that has to do, you know, with them and, you know, mental. mental issues. But you have to be very careful and you have to be knowledgeable how to use it. Not anyone could use this fruit, from my understanding, to do any type of hair irrigation or anything if you don't have the proper ceremonies done and the proper licenses for whatever tradition you're from to use this fruit, to use it on people, to do any type of hair irrigation and anything. Because like I said, it's made for people, well, it's used for a lot of people that have things that have to do with the mind, mental problems, mental issues, sleep paralysis, sleep problems, the people that can't sleep well and all that, they use this fruit. And then in Kisimalonga is used also. But for that, you will have to speak to your elder. Why do they use this fruit? And I'm not saying that every rama uses Seso Vegetal. And in Kisimalonga, o en Palo, o en Briyumba, or in whatever rama you're from, Mayombe, Montalo Monte, whatever. There are ramas that use this for certain things, which, like I said, I'm not going to speak about, but I wanted to bring it to your attention and for you guys to understand that there is a fruit in the Afro-Cuban traditions that is used and the main three, if we would actually just to bring it about, in Ifa, in Ocha, in Palo, this fruit is used and for different things, not just for mental problems, sleep paralysis or sleep problems. It's used for a lot of other things. And also you can eat it, but you have to cook it. You might not like the taste. You might like the taste. When in New York, especially in Brooklyn, Queens, there's a lot of Jamaican people that live over, especially in Queens and Brooklyn, a lot of Jamaican people. And I got two cousins, my blood related cousins are married to two Guyanese, which they are not Jamaican, but they're very close in what they eat and even some of the language and the dialect that they speak. Well, these brothers that I knew, and in their culture, they eat Seso Vegetal. It grows a lot over there, and it's called Ackee, and they eat it. And it's grown all over. Like, you can't go to Jamaica without seeing that. It's very profound, like how much it grows. But they know how to use it. They know how to cook it, and so forth and so on. Give me 1 second. 1 second, guys. This is fast. Yeah, so you'll find it by different names depending of the culture, the island, or the country that it grows. And like I said, there are some people, they eat this, and in the Afro-Cuban based traditions, this is also given and done in different ways. They use this Seso de Vegetal, Ackee, also called, and has other names. In Palo, like I said, I'm not gonna say what they use it for, but it's a fruit that it's used in Palo, and is considered something very important when you are going to use this fruit, or for what you're going to use this fruit for. It's a very important thing that a lot of ramas use. Like I said, not all ramas use this fruit for whatever they do or whatever they use it for. Not all of them use it, but that's a predominant practice in Inquisimalongo of a lot of ramas that do use this fruit. Other than that, guys, it's just to bring you guys a little light of a fruit that's used in the Afro-Cuban-based traditions, and different ways, and also in the three, most, known that we know. I'm not saying that there are not no other traditions that use it, but this is what we know and what we understand it, because all I know really is three traditions from Cuba. There are also other stuff in Cuba, but we kind of stick to more like, Ifa, Santo or Ocha, and Palo or Inquisimalongo. We barely speak about the other, practices in Cuba. Like the secret societies of Abacuá and stuff like that. We barely speak about that type of stuff. So that's why I say these three, and I consider these like the major traditions or religions, if you want to call it. And these three use this fruit to do a lot of things. Like I said, if you don't know what you're doing with this fruit, you should not be tampering with it or messing around with it. This is something that you will go to an elder and speak to them about your situation, and see if it comes out that you need to get something done with this fruit or not. And like I said, it's used for many things, not just for that, and other traditions, including Palo. But for that part, you have to speak to your elder and see if in their rama they use Seso de Vegetal, Ackee, for other things. And just wanted to inform you guys on that short explanation of what we call Seso de Vegetal. In the community, if you say that word, people know exactly what you're speaking about. Once you say Seso de Vegetal, people are gonna know what you're talking about. So it's not like something that you say and nobody knows nothing about it, if they're in the tradition, the Afro-Cuban-based tradition. And there are many other things that within time you will learn and you will see that we use as Inquisimalongo practitioners, right, or Palo practitioners, that other traditions, or other, let's say, other waters, other lands use in their tradition also. But like I said, there might be a difference of what they use it for and how they apply it, and for what reasons they do this, and what is their understanding of why do they need this. Because all this has a not only a medicine or a spiritual meaning, it also has a metaphorical meaning. It also has a symbology meaning to it, an animistic thing to it also. So it's a lot of stuff that's involved, especially in these African-based, Afro-Cuban-based traditions. It's a lot of things that we don't understand when we just see it and look at it. And I say we because I include myself, It's a lot of things that I don't know. I'm not perfect. I'm not the all be all, know all. That's like ridiculous. You understand? And as I live, I learn and I grow, and hopefully I get enough knowledge that I could apply more of the knowledge and more of the understanding to my practice and to help myself and help others. But anyway, guys, I don't want to bore you with the blabbering. Have a great day, and salam alaikum, alaikum salam, Seso Vegetal. Jamaican people is real. They're known for eating a lot of Seso Vegetal, Ackee. And just look it up. Do your research. Ask your elders, and whatever of the 3 traditions you are practicing, or whatever other else tradition that they might use it. Salam alaikum, alaikum salam, and Sambi lo akutare always. Thumb up the video for the algorithm. Have a great day. Be safe.